We might take a moment now, once you find your mountain pose, just come to a comfortable mountain pose and take a thought for one thing you might like to release. And yoga can really help with that, right? Yoga helps us let go of things that no longer serve us. So just bring one simple thing to mind. Now, in your practice, you always want to let go of judgment. And especially like for us online, self-judgment, right? So let's all take a breath into that. Take a nice inhale. Exhale judgment. And then if there's something else that you just want to think about letting go, it can be something super tiny. Just let the energy of the waning gibbous moon help you to let go tonight during your practice. All right, so we're smoothing out the breath, and now we're going to start making it nice and even, right? Even inhale for 4, and then exhaling for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to inhale 4, but exhale 5. So let's inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, take a breath. We're going to inhale 4, exhale 6. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here and do that again. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Count for yourself. Pause when you're done with that and do that one more time. Inhale 4, exhale 6. And then let your breath just come back to its regular pace and give your arms a little break here, shake them out. We'll start our spinal sequence. Okay, so let's go ahead and have the feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart. Elbows out, we're going to round forward into the cat, open the elbows back for cow, and forward cat, and open for cow. And just let your knees and hips participate to the extent that they want to here. Cats and cows. And the next time your forearms are heading toward each other, just press your palms together, exhale, and as you inhale, press your feet into the earth. Draw your fingertips up toward the sky, and as you exhale, step your legs together, come into mountain pose. Check in with your feet, make sure everything's nice and grounded here, everything's lined up, hips, shoulders, ears, and take a breath. All right, let's take the feet back wider than hip width distance, and we're going to go around in a circle, opening up the side body. So turn your left palm to face up, your right palm to face down. You've got a ball of energy in between your hands. And take your right hand over to the left hand to the right. Now rotate around that ball. The right hand is now underneath. It goes to the left hand to the right. And rotate your ball of energy. Press to the side. Rotate through center. press to the other side. Rotate and press. Feel that energy moving between your hands as you rotate and press. Rotate. And this was our first side, so we'll make this the last time, pressing to the left. And one more time, rotating and pressing to the right. And come center and shake things out. So you can leave your legs just how you have them here. The heels might want to come up as we start just drawing the arms across the body, twisting side to side. And then let the arms release and keep twisting. They come shoulder height, maybe reaching up to the sky. And back to shoulder height. And now maybe they start reaching down. Your hands reach a little more toward the earth. Oh, as much or as little as you want. And then take your hands back up and start letting your arms encircle your body here, side to side. And the next time your left arm is in front and your right arm is back, hold here. Turn your right toes to the right, bend your right knee, and bow over your right leg. Then come up, sweep your arms around, turn your left toes to the left, your right arm is in front, bend your left knee and bow over your left leg. And then come back around center and release. All right, so I mentioned that chair is one of our October poses of the month. Great leg builder. We're going to do that now, okay? So we want to have the feet hip-width distance apart, spine nice and long. When you move your hips back for chair, you're going to be heading more into your heels and your toes will be lighter, okay? So that's where we're going. We're setting the hips back, arms up to shoulder height. Now your heart stays lifted and press through the legs and stand up. So a lot of times we do this like this. Let's do this just a few times together. We go down and up, right? Nice and soft. Release everything. That's nice. Now let's hold it and slow it down and put more energy in it. So take those hips back, your weight is in your heels, your arms are in front, your heart is lifted. We press through the feet, really feel those legs. So now it's muscle, not momentum, and come to standing. All right, let's do that again. Take it back. And up. All right, so we went to shoulder height with the arms. Traditional chair, your arms come up by your ears, so let's go there. Take it back to chair, and then keeping your chest lifted, see about taking your arms closer in line with your ears. You might be still here. You might be arms right in line with your ears. Now press through your feet, lift your arms, inhale, exhale, take a nice little swan dive, bend your knees and hips, and just shake things out. Bring your hands to your legs and slowly roll up. Roll your shoulders back and forward and shake things out. All right, so we'll be going lots of places with the chair this month, okay? All right, let's come to the top of the mat here, and we're going to work our way down. So mountain pose here. Find your breath, find your equal standing. Inhale, float the arms up. Always forward folds go where you want them to go, right? Head could stay higher than heart. Hands could come all the way to the toes. You go into your forward fold here. Bend your knees and hips, put your hands on your thighs, shine your heart forward for half lift. Continue bending, bring the fingertips down, and step back to downward facing dog. So finding a nice even downward facing dog here. Whew. And let's walk it out so we start to massage the feet, liberate the toes, get the backs of the legs moving here. Press one heel down and hold. Switch sides, press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. Now very intentionally, we're bringing the knees to the mat. They touch at the same time. And you sit off to the side, seated mountain pose. Okay. So finding equal seating, whether you're in a chair or on the mat, we find it in the sit bones, right? And we can feel them under us equally connecting to the earth or the chair. We don't want to be rocking off to one side or the other. Nice mountain pose here. Okay, so bring your hands to your heart and call to mind what you intend to release. Okay, and we're going to do a couple of releasing breaths here. So take a nice deep inhale as you bring your fingertips up. Turn your palms out, and as you exhale, visualize yourself letting go. Circle the hands back to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, let go. And let's do that one more time. All right, let's shake everything out. Okay. So we're going to, remember I told you, you might use a strap for some of our hip openings. So go ahead and, if you have a strap, have it nearby. A lot of you won't use it, but I just want you to have it nearby in case it's better for you tonight to use it. Okay, so everybody's set here. All right. So we're going to work our core first, and we're going to do it with boat. So let's go ahead and take the feet hip width distance apart, really ground through the feet. Okay, so we'll go quickly through the primary versions, and then we'll move into the more challenging versions. Okay, arms forward, 2 feet stay down, and take it back. Long spine and up. Take it back. So we're going kind of from high boat to low boat without moving the feet. Now let's add the right leg as we do that. So take it back, right leg extends, heel is 2 inches off the mat, foot comes down. Left leg extends as we go back, low boat, heel 2 inches off the mat, and up. All right, shake it out. Everybody has those, right? Now we can do it, right knee up, okay? Arms forward. We take it back, extend the right leg, low boat, bring the right knee in, high boat, release. Left knee up, low boat, knee in, high boat, and release. Okay, the final version of that is with the leg straight, right leg straight, left foot still grounded, high boat here, low boat. So you might be doing one of the other versions that might be better for you, and that's fine. Take this back to high boat, bring the right foot down, right? We're just going through variations. You get to pick the one that's best for you. High boat on the left, leg straight, low boat, and up, and release, shake it out. So some people never straighten their legs. Some people never even pick a foot up off the mat, right? We've let go of judgment, so we're not judging ourselves. We're tapping into what's right for me right now, this practice. Okay, so we're going to go 4 times on the right and 4 times on the left. So pick a starting position. 2 feet down, right knee up, right leg straight. Okay, high boat here, take it to low boat, and come back to high. Now you can change positions as we go through the 4 if that is better for you. Take it back low and high. We're going low. Remember that heel doesn't touch down, neither do the shoulders, and high. And this is our 4th time on the right, low and high, and release, shake it out. Okay, everybody still good? Finding a home here in boats? Okay, so we've got the left leg to do. Left foot is down, left knee is bent, or left leg is straight. Arms are forward. High boat to low. We're going 4 times. High to low. High to low. And high to low. And bring it in. Whew, shake it out. All right. So now we're going to do double leg versions. Okay. All right. So the knees are bent, the feet are grounded, arms are forward. Okay. We're going to extend both legs, take it back. If this isn't for you, just alternate. Bring it in, feet down. That's the feet down version. Let's do the knees up version. 2 knees up. Extend. And in. All right. If you want to try leg straight version, legs straight, low boat, high boat, woo, and bring it in. Shake it out. All right. Pick one to do 4 times, or you can mix them up, right? You can always mix them up. All right, so let's go. Take your starting position, wherever that is. Arms forward. Remember, you can alternate, which would be 2 right, 2 left. Okay, and we go low boat, high boat. Low, high, low, high. Oh, this is the last one. Low, high, woo, and release, shake it out. All right, raise a hand if you felt that. Anybody get some core work out of that? All right, let's see if we can do something with that for the obliques, okay? So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to press the hands together. Take the hands to the left and extend the right leg. Bring the right foot in, come center. Take the hands to the right, extend the left leg, and bring it in. So similar to what we were just doing, right? But we're twisting side to side now. All right, so we're going to take the right knee up. Now how are we going to do this? We're going to do this with 2 knees up. So you're either going to do it with 2 feet down or 2 knees up. Press your palms together. Take your hands to the left, extend the right leg. Come in, hands to the right, extend your left leg, and come in and bring it down. Whew. Shake it out. There is a straight leg version. We can try it. I might fall over, but I'll try it with you, and I think I'm going to be doing the knees version anyway, but there is a straight leg version we can do. Legs up, palms touch, hands left, right leg comes down, and up, hands to the right, left leg down, and up, and in. Whew. Shake it out. Everybody good to go somewhere? Okay, another alternative is don't even extend any legs, just go side to side. Okay? All right, are we all good? All right, so let's give it a shot. 2 feet on the mat, 2 knees up, 2 legs straight if you want to try that. Palms touch. Hands left, right leg down and up. Hands right, left leg and up. Hands left, right leg. Hands right, left leg. Hands left, right leg. Hands right, left leg. One more each side. Oh, good. Do it. To the right and in and release. It reminds me of a contest they were having at Oktoberfest. They put stuff in a glass to make it heavy, and you held your arm out like this for as long as you possibly could. And my arm was like, oh no, I'm kind of done after 4 minutes. Shake it out and take a couple of breaths. Somebody went 6 minutes. All right. Are we good? Ready for some hips? Okay, so we're sitting up. Let's do a rock the baby. Okay, so we're going to take both legs straight, bend the right knee, take the right foot in the left hand on the right thigh, torso stays straight ahead. We take the right leg side to side. So we're rocking the baby, just the baby, not our whole body. Now come back to center. Sit up nice and tall and see if you can draw your right shin a little closer to you, just to get a little more stretch. Now take your right ankle across your left thigh. Support yourself with your hands and bring your left foot to the mat. Flex your right foot. We're taking the right leg side to side, still trying to keep the torso steady. We're going side to side. Now bring your right foot all the way over to the left. Sit up nice and tall. See if you're sitting evenly. And if your right hip is lifted off the mat, just go ahead and move your right foot to in front of your left shin instead of outside of your left thigh. That makes sense? Hold on to your right leg with your left hand. Take that right arm up and back. Hand touches near the hip. Lengthen your spine. Without using your left hand, we're twisting to the right. Once you get there, inhale. Lengthen through the torso some more and see if you can find a little more in your twist, taking your gaze to your right shoulder. Stay here, and as you exhale, take your gaze to the left. And as you exhale again, take your gaze back to the right. Come back to center, release everything, unwind, give your legs and your hands a crazy shake. Okay, rocking the baby on the left. So that right leg is super strong, toes point up, knee points straight up, left foot in the right hand, sit up nice and tall, hold on to your left thigh, torso forward, we rock. Rocking the baby. All right, now come to center and draw that shin maybe a little closer to you if it's willing. Take your left ankle across your right thigh, support yourself with your hands, and bring your right foot in. So we're in a nice open pigeon position here with the left foot flexed, taking the left leg side to side. All right, now let that left foot come all the way over to the right. Do your hip check here. We want to be nice and grounded. Both sit bones, remember we started in our equal sitting with both sit bones equally grounded. So let's go for that here as well. Move your left foot if that's better for you. Right hand outside the left leg, left arm up and back. Inhale with length in the spine. Use your torso to twist to the left. When you get there, inhale again, more length in the spine, and see if there's a little more twist you can do. Turn your gaze towards your left shoulder. And as you exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Next exhale brings your gaze back to the left. Come center, release, take your legs straight and give them a crazy shake. All right, so most of you have done a baby dancer move where you take your ankle with your hand, same ankle, same hand. And if you use a strap for that, you're going to use a strap for this. If you're seated, stand up and you're going to put two hands on the back of the chair. You're going to step back and you're going to bend your knee up and down like you would do for crescent lunge. Because what we're going to do here is stretch out the front hip flexor. So we're going to take the right shin parallel to the front of your mat, swing the left leg back. Okay, here's where we hold on to that left ankle. And if you don't have space to move your leg back and forth, which is what we want to do, let the strap give you some extra space. So that's all the strap was for. Okay, but we do want this left leg to be able to move back and forth. Nice hip flexor stretch here, whether you're holding on to your ankle or a strap. Now bring your left leg as far back as it will comfortably go and sit up. Bring two hands in front of your right shin. Okay, and start to just walk your hands forward. Just fold over your right leg. Any amount. Walk your hands in and switch. Your left shin is going to be parallel to the front end of the mat, and your right leg will be behind. So standing, you've switched legs, your other leg is back. Okay, so you've got to support yourself with your left hand here a bit. You're holding onto your right ankle. We definitely want to be able to move this leg, and if the strap is helpful for you to move the leg, use a strap. Anybody feeling it right here, front hip flexor? Yeah. Okay, good. Now bring your right leg back as far as it'll go. Bring both hands in front of your left shin and start to release yourself over your left leg. Like you might still be up this high. You might have your chest way lifted. That might be where you are right now in this position, in this pose. Your hands might be forward. Your hands might be way forward, okay? This is your practice. We're not judging. We're always finding where we belong. Bring your hands in and let's go ahead and take both legs forward and give them a little shake here. Okay, you can move the strap out of your way. We're going to come to hands and knees. Okay. All right, so we will be doing arm building. Even if you did some this morning, we're coming into the knee down plank, or you can do it at the wall. You can do it hands on a chair. You can do it in the air. Okay, so we're coming, oh, you can also do knee up plank. Too many choices. All right, here we go. So we're settling the hands somewhere. We're turning the elbow creases forward and the elbows head behind us as we push up and bring the hips toward the heels. Oh, think about that nice spinal stretch. Come forward, push up, and hips toward heels. Okay, so wherever you're doing this from, push up, hips toward heels. Hands on the chair, push up, hips toward heels. Yeah. Great. Yes. All right. And then find your way to child's pose. And once you get to child's pose, make sure your forehead is supported, right? The center of your intuition. We're opening it up and revisit your intention for letting go. Now start to make your way to a downward facing dog. Find 4 nice points of contact in your down dog. Let's take a couple of releasing breaths now. So inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth, release. And then take any journey that brings your feet to your hands that feels good to you. When you get there, bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward, half lift. Roll your hands down your legs as you straighten them. Exhale. Float the arms out and up, palms touch, and as your hands come heart center, bring your legs back to touch. All right, let's shake it out. Okay, so our second October pose of the month is Warrior 3. So we're going to be working on that now. It is a balance pose, all right? So sometimes people like to balance on a harder surface rather than, a spongy mat. So come to where you like to balance, and we're going to start out in Warrior 1, okay? Find your feet hip-width distance apart, okay? And remember, for balance, we're going to need our feet to be nice and settled, right? So think about the 4 corners of your feet right now. The toes nice and spread wide. Okay, we're going to be finding a drishti, a steady gaze point. Okay, and we're going to keep our minds calm. But let's go into Warrior 1 now. So take a big step back with your right leg, spin the right heel down, and bend your left knee. Left knee is over the left thigh. Right foot is at an angle. Both feet are grounded. You turn toward your left leg and start to draw yourself forward, arms by the ears, lots of length in your spine. Start to lift up, keeping the spine long. So when you feel yourself kind of dumping into your spine, you've gone too far. So just come into your Warrior 1 here. Inhale and exhale. All right, now we're going to start working toward the Warrior 3. Spin your right heel up. Your hands are still by your ears, right? You find a drishti here, but you're going to have to move your gaze because we're going to reach forward and carefully and optionally start lifting that right leg at the back. Straighten your left leg. Here's Warrior 3. Bend your left knee and bring your right foot down. Come back to Warrior 1 and step forward. All right, how'd that go? Okay, so it's a balance and it's moving, right? So I'm going to do more observation on the left, but that's basically what we're going to do. We're coming to the top of the mat, wherever you are, okay? Big step back with the left leg, left toes at an angle, right foot is grounded, Right knee is directly over the right ankle. It's tracking through the center of the foot. Left foot's nice and grounded. Turn toward your right leg. And then we take the arms by the ears as we reach, reach, reach forward. Yes. Now lifting, lifting, lifting to the point where you can go where you're not falling back. All right, here you are in Warrior One. Spin your back heel up. That's your left heel, right? Okay, now we start to reach forward, optionally starting to lift that back leg for Warrior Three. Bend your front knee, bring your back foot down, back in Warrior One, and step forward. Oh, shake it out. All right, who wants to do that again? Yeah. Okay, let's do it, right? The second time, your body has gotten a lot of information, so we're going to use that information to help us move through it one more time. Okay? So here you are at the top of your space. Right leg back, left knee bends, right foot's at an angle, and arms by the ears reaching long, super long spine, Warrior One. Okay, right heel lifts, option, move forward, option, start lifting your back foot for Warrior Three. Keep your gaze steady. Don't look at anybody else, especially me, because I'm watching you. Warrior Three, now bring your back leg down, bend your front knee, come back to Warrior One. Yes, and step forward. Whew. So with a little more information, maybe the second time the body had a little better time of it, right? Or maybe it's tired and it didn't do as well. You never know. We're not judging. We're not forcing. We're just observing. So let's do it on the left. Okay, top of your space. This time I'm going to just watch because you know what you're doing. All the way back with that left leg. Right knee bends. Arms by the ears. Yep. Lifting, Warrior One. Back heel up. Now optionally starting to lift that back leg. Fix your gaze. Warrior Three, beautiful. Bend your front knee, bring your back foot down, come back to Warrior One. And step forward. All right, find mountain pose at the top of your mat. All right, so that was a big challenge. So take a moment to just feel into that and come to the top of your mat. If you're not already there, we're going to do a fairly basic sun salutation, okay? But we'll do a little bit of extra back bending in it. So here we go. All right. Take a breath, mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over those hip creases, straight legs. Take a half lift. Bend the knees and hips, bring the fingertips down. Step back with that right leg. Okay. And then come into a knee up or knee down plank. Your choice. Find your plank. Nice strong chaturanga. All right, we'll just start with a little cobra here. So shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, lift your heart and lift your hands. And release. Okay, now we're going to take the arms long in front. So they're shoulder width distance apart. The toes are pointing behind you. Have your palms facing each other. So you look like Superman. Here we go. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Heart lifts, arms lift, legs lift. Now you are Superman, and release. And let's do that one more time. Superman. And release. Hands under the shoulders, find down dog. Find your way to downward facing dog. Release that spine. Good. All right, take your right leg up to hip height and take a journey forward. Any journey you want, feet to your hands. Find a half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, here we go. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift. Fingertips down, left leg back. Plank. Chaturanga. This time the arms come back instead of forward. Okay, the palms are facing the thighs here. Shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Lift your pinkies toward the sky. Shine your heart forward. Top half of locust, release. Come back into the top half of locust. Add the legs. And release. Make a pillow with your hands. Bend your knees and let your knees move side to side. So a little spinal release here. Come back to center. Find your way to downward facing dog. Think about really letting that spine extend, be long. Left leg up and take a journey, feet to the hands. Half lift, forward fold, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release, shake it out. All right. Okay, so we are just going to do a little bit of side-to-side releasing for the legs here and a little work for the shoulders. So your feet are going to start out hip-width distance apart. Your elbows are out. And here's the arms. We bring the forearms toward each other and open up. Toward each other and open up. Now hands to the hips. Here's the legs. Right leg out. Right knee is bending, extending through the left inner thigh. Center, left leg out, left knee bends, right inner thigh release. And bring it in, okay? So we're gonna put the arms and the legs together. Bring your forearms to touch. Open to the right. And center. Open to the left. And center, open right. And center, open left. And center, open right. And center, open left. And center, one more time right. And center, one more time left. And center and shake it out. Okay, so that opening of the inner thighs prepares us for lots of things. Our goddess poses, our moonflowers, sunflowers. And these arms prepare us for eagle arms. Okay, so we're going to do eagle arms. Take your arms out from your side here. Now cross your right elbow over your left. Bend the elbows and turn your wrists so that your palms are facing each other. Now this may not work for your shoulders. You just go back to this. That's fine too. Okay? So we're in eagle arms here. And if this is working out okay for you, think about taking your elbows in line with your shoulders and your hands away from your face. That's the more traditional eagle arms. Woo! Release, shake it out. All right, do you feel like an eagle yet? We'll have to do the other side, maybe you will. Arms out. This time the left elbow crosses over the right and we wrap. So see how this side feels, right? Again, if it's not right for you, you just go back to what we were doing with the forearms headed toward each other. If this is right for you, you may want to focus on bringing your elbows in line with your shoulders and your hands a little more away from your face. Oh, and release. That's huge for the back of the shoulders, right? Did anybody else feel that? Huge for the back of the shoulders. So let's do something for the front of the shoulders now. We're just simply going to clasp the hands behind, roll the shoulder blades toward each other, press your fingers down toward the earth as you shine your heart up to the sky without throwing your head back. Now come up, change the clasp of your fingers by 1. Roll your shoulder blades toward each other, press your fingers toward the earth, shine your heart up to the sky. Oh, and release. All right, so your shoulders should be in really good shape now. We did everything with them. All right, so let's go ahead and start to scan your body from head to toe. Just see how everything's feeling. See what wants to move around, what's left that wants to release. Okay, so this is going to be you and your body. And then as you work your way back towards standing, look around your space, see if there's anything you want to bring with you as we head down to the earth. Okay, so sometimes your space might be getting cold. You want to cover up for final relaxation. You want to put a bolster under your knees. Just have anything you like to have near you. Come to the top of your mat. Find mountain pose. And breathe. All right, float your arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. So keep your legs straight, swan dive over your hip creases. Go as far as you want and that far, okay? Now go ahead, bend the knees, put your hands on your thighs, half lift, shine your heart forward. Bring your fingertips to the earth and go through a vinyasa if you want to do a final vinyasa, or step back to down dog. All right, if you're in down dog, go ahead and let your knees go to one side, hips to the other. Just wiggle, release. Come back to center and intentionally bring both knees to the mat. If you're in vinyasa, of course, just keep going. We'll find seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, and shake things out. All right, so let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Palms up, gather energy from the earth, long spine, inhale. Palms touch, exhale, hands to the heart. And release. So we just worked on those inner thighs. So let's see how our cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana, goes tonight. So go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. Unless you know that you're more of a garland pose person and you want your feet to be 6 inches apart, that works too. Okay, so the soles of the feet touch, or they're 6 inches apart. And you start to bring your heels closer to your pelvis to the point that you should go. Now, if your knees are doing this, you've gone too far. Okay, we want the knees close to the earth here. Some people are like all the way flat, but you don't necessarily have to be. But come to a comfortable Baddha Konasana here or garland pose. Okay, decide how far away from your pelvis your heels will be. Sit up nice and tall. Put your hands on your shins and start to lean forward with a long spine fold from your hip creases. If your hands can touch the mat from here, go ahead and bring them down. Inhale and exhale. Now, as you're breathing, if you happen to find that you can take your fingers a little farther forward without rounding the spine, okay, we want to keep the spine long, go ahead and wiggle your fingers a little farther forward. And then walk your hands back, put your hands under your knees, help your knees up, take your legs straight, and give your legs a nice little shake here. All right, let's come back to that. Baddha Konasana, wherever you just were or wherever you feel is right for you to be now. Remember, you could be doing garland pose instead. Inhale, long spine, hands to the shins. Fold forward. Maybe the hands come to the mat, maybe the fingertips find some space, but we want to keep the spine long, so take your gaze past your feet. Okay, we're not rounding into this, we're long. Breathe. And bring it up. It's always nice to help the knees up here. Take your legs straight and give them a crazy shake. All right, we're going to take it down. All right. Extend both arms and both legs long. Inhale. Exhale, right knee only in. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring. Ardha Appanasana, half wind removing pose here. Extend your right leg, arms overhead. Just the left leg comes in, holding shin or hamstring. Ardha Appanasana on the left. Extend your left leg, arms overhead, both knees in. Put your hands under your knees, so they're on your hamstrings, right under your knees. Let your knees come away from your body and rock side to side. Okay, we're going back to extension. Extend arms and legs. Inhale. Exhale, knees in. Find happy baby. And rock side to side in your happy baby. All right, release your feet, draw your knees in very close to your chest. Put your hands on your knees. The hands are going to stay on the knees as we make circles. So press the knees away from you, to the right, in, and to the left. And make that circle again. And keep going. And the next time your knees are in, hold them in. We go the other way. Press away, to the left, in, and to the right. Away, left, in, right. Keep going. And the next time the knees are in, hold them in. Drop your hands to your side. Okay, and we're just going to point and flex the feet from here. So put space in between your legs if there isn't already. And then rotate the ankles one direction and the other. Bring your feet down and let your knees gently open and close like little butterfly wings. All right, so we did a seated cobbler's pose. If you like reclined cobbler's pose, go ahead and come into that now. Everybody extend your arms away from your shoulders. If you're not doing the reclined cobbler's pose, just keep your feet on the mat and your knees bent like I am. Extend through the fingers and wiggle into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. Extend and wiggle. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Still long arms, head goes side to side. All right, come back to center, bring your arms down by your side and start making any final moves, any final alignments that you need to make for a nice, happy, comfortable final relaxation. So this is the ultimate letting go. We're letting go of doing and we're moving into being. So when you feel like you've got your final relaxation position, take a nice inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, let everything go. Let the earth support you and just be in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, extend everything long. Exhale, draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.